Hey you all, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Monisha. Welcome to my channel Canada Stories. This video is a continuation of IELTS series on how I scored CLB 10. Before we get started with the video guys, I strongly recommend you guys to go ahead and check out the part 1 video which covered topics on reading and listening, and also I have listed a few tips and tricks that will help you to score well. Without further ado, let's begin. I scored 7.5 in my writing guys, and I think this is easily achievable by anyone provided, of course, you practice, and there is a pattern that you need to follow in your writing section. So if you follow that, you can easily achieve this. Now guys, first let's check the format of writing. Writing has two tasks. Task 1 is for your letter writing, for which you're given 20 minutes, and task 2 is for your essay writing, for which you're given 40 minutes. In total, you have 60 minutes. Let's check the important tips. Beginning with letter writing. Now, your letter can be formal, informal or semi-formal. Know what kind of letter you're writing. Now guys, since you have 20 minutes for your letter writing, it's very important that you keep tabs on your time and simultaneously, as I told you, read the instructions carefully. Now, you may be asked to write 120 words or 150 words. So it's very important you keep tabs on your time and you don't exceed the time limit, and also keep tabs on your word limit as well. Another thing is count your words. Like if you're asked to write 120 words, by the end of it, make sure you count them literally. Tip 2. Make sure that the content you write is relevant to the topic asked. Next tip is to use variety of words. Use attractive word guys. For example, instead of saying important, say imperative, or you can say significant. So learn some nice words. Guys, for your writing section, be it your letter writing or your essay writing, make sure you practice using a stopwatch. This will help you to keep tabs on your time. Moving on to the next important thing guys, which is pattern. As I mentioned earlier, a pattern is very important especially in your writing section. So a letter also has a pattern. Following the tricks that I'm going to let you know now, it will be very helpful for you to score higher. Since you have to write a letter, be it formal or informal, let's create a pattern. Now, your letter should have 3 paragraphs guys. Paragraph 1, 2 and 3. Now let's see how you can write this. First, start with a greeting, that is dear followed by the first name, ABC. Then, you can write your first paragraph, followed by your second paragraph, then your third paragraph, and then you're ending a letter with yours faithfully XYZ or regards XYZ. Para 1 is going to have reasoning, para 2 is explanation, and para 3 is either requesting or suggesting. Let's take a look now. Starting with para 1, which is reasoning. Start with I am writing this letter to you because, or I am writing this letter to let you know that. Okay, so give a reason why you're writing this letter. Followed by your second paragraph, which is explanation. This is going to be a continuation, so explain why you're doing so and so, why you're writing this letter. So this is like a continuation guys. You need to establish a connection between para 1 and para 2. Okay, and then followed by the third paragraph, which is requesting or suggesting. So let them know that I am going to be doing this based on the topic, okay, or based on the explanation, I have decided to do this. Okay, this is how your para 1, 2 and 3 is going to look like. So memorize this guys, this will really help you. This is what I followed and I'm sure this can help you as well. I hope these tips were helpful guys. Let's move on to the tips under essay writing. So for essay writing, you have 40 minutes and the topics are usually going to be general topics like your education, family or current affairs, etc. Tip 1. Use variety of words guys. Use attractive words. This will help you in both letter writing and essay writing. 2. Count your words. If you are asked to write 250 words, then make sure at the end of the essay you are literally counting them. This should be followed for both letter writing and essay writing. Tip 3. Don't go off topic. It's very important that you stick to the topic guys. You can go a bit off topic but still make sure you are relevant to the topic. And also make no spelling mistakes. It's very important. Else, you will be penalized. Like letter writing guys, you have a structure for essay writing as well. I'm sure this will make your life easier. Let's check what it is. The pattern that I followed in essay writing is the 4 paragraph pattern guys. Paragraph 1 will have your introduction, followed by paragraph 2 and 3 that will have the body of the essay, and 4 will be the conclusion. Talking about paragraph 1, which is introduction. In this para, guys, give general idea about your essay. Okay, maybe in like 2 or 3 sentences. Okay, now moving on to paragraph 2 and paragraph 3, which is the body of the essay. Here, guys, you'll have to explain, and also along with that give some examples. So explain why you're saying this or why you're doing this depending on the topic, and give some examples. In this way, you're going to elaborate your essay. And next, for example, if you have opinion-based essays, wherein you'll have to explain your opinion, in that case, explain both the opinions. Okay, so if it is a positive one and a negative one, explain both positive and negative, give reasons over there. In that way, P2 will be like your opinion 1 and P3 will be your opinion 2. Finally, P4. Based on what you said in the body of the essay, which is P2 and P3, give a proper conclusion that based on what I explained, I feel that this is a proper way. So guys, what videos I refer to for writing section? I refer to E2 IELTS, guys. There's this amazing tutor called Jay. His methods and tricks and tips are super easy. So whatever I've explained to you right now is all based on his methods. Okay, I strongly recommend you to watch his channel, especially for writing, and I would say even for speaking. I holistically followed all his methods and I was easily able to score 7.5 in writing. Last section of today's video, guys, which is speaking. You have 11 to 14 minutes as your time limit, and there are 3 sections here. Guys, please be aware that your entire test in speaking is recorded. So let's check the 3 parts. Part 1. So here, guys, the examiner will introduce himself or herself to you and also ask you to introduce yourself. And for this, you have 4 to 5 minutes. Okay. In this section, you'll also come across general questions like about your family or your education or your place to live. Tip here is to stay cool, guys, because this section is very easy. You'll have all basic questions, guys. So be loud and clear. Don't be nervous at all. Moving on to part 2. In this part, guys, you'll be given a cue card which will ask you to talk about a particular topic. Simultaneously, a pencil and a paper will be handed out to you. You need to speak for 2 minutes, and for that, you'll have 1 minute to prepare. That 1 minute, guys, is going to vanish in a blink. So the tip here is utilize that 1 minute wisely. Write down the keywords on the paper, guys. So whatever comes to your mind, just write it down on the paper. This will ensure that you don't forget or go blank while you're talking for those 2 minutes. And also, based on these keywords, you can build up a sentence. Next, what if you get a topic that you don't know much about? In such cases, guys, create a story, make up a story. This is the only section, guys, where you can tell a story which is not true, because here you're being judged if you can speak English without grammatical error, not about how true is your story. I have made a detailed video about speaking part 1 and part 2 along with great example, guys. I urge you guys to go ahead and check that video. Of course, it's going to be very helpful for you. Now, moving on to part 3. In this part, you'll be having a discussion round with your examiner based on the topic that you received in your previous section. Now, this section is going to last for 4 to 5 minutes. How to crack this? Don't be nervous at all. Okay, so they're going to check if you can speak English well. That's it. Tip 2. If the examiner stops you at some point, don't panic, guys. It's normal. It may be because of time constraint. Tip 3. Don't speak too fast or don't speak too slow. And the last tip, practice well using a recorder. Okay, guys, time for what videos I referred to under speaking section. For speaking section as well, I refer to Jay's video. He has some great technique, guys. I'll leave the link to the video in the description box below. I highly recommend you guys to watch it. That's all I have in today's video for you guys. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel Canada Stories. Until next video, love you guys. Bye-bye.